the Defence Minister who is speaking right now. Let's quickly listen in as to what A K Antony has to say.
Chief of Naval Staff, Secretary Shipping, CMD Kochi shipyard, Mrs. Joshi, Ministers, respected Mayor, members of Kerala Legislature, Western Naval Command, Southern Naval Command, CNC, all the senior officers from the Indian Navy, Shipping Ministry, Ministry of Defence, Kerala Government. How many distinguished leaders and also leaders of the trade union media, I don't know how can I mention the name of all the important persons. If I start mentioning, I will be in deep trouble because I am in Kerala. I have to be here tomorrow also. I know almost all of them. So, all the distinguished guests, friends, my dear friends from the shipyard workers, friends from the media, especially also other distinguished friends who contributed a lot from the very beginning of the shipyard to have this achievement today. Today is a momentous day for the Indian Navy, shipyard, shipping ministry, Ministry of Defence, in fact to the whole country. Launching an indigenously made aircraft carrier is not a small thing. As mentioned earlier, so far only 5 countries was able to made it through. India is now becoming the 6th country. Today morning I got a call from my DRDO scientist. They have successfully today launched Prithvi 2 again. That also is another achievement. 3 days ago, we have achieved criticality in the first Indian-made nuclear submarine. So many areas we are achieving. In spite of our difficulties, setbacks, India is marching forward. Initially, there can be setback here and there, but I am sure within another 5-10 years, India will be one of the 3rd or 4th economies of the world, and that will ultimately help crores of our Indian people to move forward from their present poverty conditions. Normally in Kerala I used to speak in Malayalam, but today I am compelled to speak in a foreign language. Excuse me for that. It is a real pleasure to be present with all of you here today for a momentous occasion, namely the launching ceremony of the prestigious Indigenous aircraft carrier. I had visited Kochi shipyard on February 28, 2009 for the keel laying of the aircraft carrier. Today the project has reached a memorable milestone. But I am all the more happy. I am not visiting this shipyard not as the Minister of Defence only. I don't know how many of you are here in 72. In the year of 1972, when our former Prime Minister Indiraji laid the foundation stone for this historic shipyard, I was able to attend that function also Karnagaji was the Chief Minister, I was the Kerala party president at that time. That is in 72. Now it is after 41 years. The shipyard has reached India's #1 shipyard. I am very proud of that. The launching of the aircraft carrier marks a red letter day, not just for the Navy and our shipping industry, but also for the entire nation. It is indeed a proud moment for the country to witness our efforts at achieving self-reliance in the field of warship design and construction, as only a very few advanced countries in the world possess the capability to design and build aircraft carriers. Today's launching of the Indigenous aircraft carrier marks just the first step in a long journey, but at the same time an important one. The need for a strong and vigilant Navy to defend our mainland, island territories, offshore assets, exclusive economic zone around our vast coastline, and maintaining sea lanes of communication needs no emphasis. We must continue the process of strengthening indigenous capability towards securing our maritime interest. Our Navy must continue to maintain high operational readiness at all times to ward off any likely misadventure against our national interest. The country's warship building program must meet the Navy's force-level requirements. Over the years, Navy has made a distinct shift from a buyer's Navy to a builder's Navy. I strongly urge the Indian industry to participate wholeheartedly in our shipbuilding programs and further consolidate our strength in this field. Kochi Shipyard Limited is one of the major shipbuilding yards in India. It has good facilities, infrastructure and a skilled workforce for shipbuilding and ship repair. Though building the aircraft carrier is Kochi Shipyard Limited's maiden venture in warship construction, the shipyard has rendered yeoman service in the commercial shipbuilding sector. I have been told that presently the yard has orders for 20 ships consisting of platforms, support vessels for international clients, fast patrol vessels for the Indian Coast Guard, besides this first indigenous aircraft carrier for our Navy. Still I am told by the shipyard and also from the unions